and it was a steady move up to conquer that crucial 18,000 level on the Sensex, with the Nifty 2 at 54.31 by the end of the day. You had the advanced decline ratio, which was in favor of the gaining side, and in terms of total volumes, fairly decent, 1.2 lakh crores. It was some of the beaten down sectors which really added fervor to our markets today. For the broader markets, let's also pull up a picture as to how they panned out for today, and largely in tandem with the way the benchmarks panned out, 0.5% higher. It was the metals index which really saw a comeback today, aided also by capital goods. But on the downside, healthcare, so once again your defensives failed to add any momentum to the markets, and power also disappointed. To the big index gainers, Tata Motors really featured on that list, seeing a good up move, 263 on that counter. L&T also, which has been fairly subdued of late, was above 1400. JSPL as well as Wipro did well in the session. But what about the overall F&O activity? Let's get in Navneet Saluja from our research desk to give us more details on the same. What was it like today, Navneet?
Well, Avan, it's turning out to be a very good week for the markets. If you look at today's closing, very positive. The Nifty September futures closed above the mark of 54.50 with about 20 points premium. Remember, the premium has also widened compared to spot Nifty, and we've seen a build-up of close to 13 lakh shares in today's trading session. On the option side, well, again, Nifty PCR has inched upwards, which is again a positive signal. It's right now at 1.05, and when you talk about the most active strikes in today's trading session, you had 5400 and 5500 calls strikes, followed by 5400 and 5300 put strikes, which were active in today's trading session. And on the open interest side, you had 5500 call, which added about 5 lakh shares, also 5500 adding just about 7 lakh shares, and put writing continued today as well. So you had 5300 strike adding over 11 lakh shares, and 5400 put strike adding just about 14.5 lakh shares in today's trading session. On the stock futures front, among the Nifty gainers, well, the Tata Group companies did well for themselves. You had Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Motors DVR all did well for themselves. Fresh long positions were seen there. Well, some respite coming in there for Sessago and Sterlite. Both these counters fell yesterday. Good recovery seen in these two counters. Long positions were built up, and also L&T and JSPL were up and about in today's trading session. On the short side, you had Cipla and Siemens, where short positions were seen, and from the mid-cap space, long unwinding was seen in Wellcorp. Remember, that counter is in F&O ban period as of now, and also it was the sugar pack which did not do well for themselves. So both Balrampur and Renuka fresh shorts were seen, and Apollo Tyres and Jet Airways were up and about. Fresh longs were seen there. In terms of participation, well, the turnover has been increasing every day. So today we did about 1.16 lakh crore of turnover as compared to yesterday's 1 lakh. So participation has also been good, which is contributing to the rally of the markets. Back to you.
Okay, so steady going for the benchmarks today. Many thanks, Navneet, for giving us that perspective. Meantime, let's move across to some of the other stocks which were in focus today. Siemens fell flat on its face as the parent will sell stake in the company. Today there was a block deal of 38 lakh shares of Siemens, which traded between a price of 665 to 670 rupees a piece, and that's a total of 1.1% of the total equity which traded in 3 blocks. Mid-cap IT stocks, though, they've been very active, and today was no exception. So you had the likes of NIIT Tech, Rolta, Polaris, all of those counters which were up and about. Giving it momentum was also the aviation pack. So you had SpiceJet, Kingfisher Airlines as well as Jet Airways, which were flying high, and they really gained on hopes of FDI measures in the aviation sector, as the aviation minister today came out and said that chances are that there will be FDI in aviation, and that decision is going to be taken up by the cabinet this week itself. On the downside, though, Deccan Chronicle, that counter was smashed now, 12 rupees stock, as the corporate affairs minister asked the registrar of companies to discreetly probe the company and act after the probe on Deccan Chronicle.